Y'all, welcome to Kimmies World. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe this broadcast. And if you are a part of the Kimmy Gang, put Kimmy Gang in the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. Today is day 23, y'all. And listen, we're going to start off this morning with our affirmations. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and pull this up this morning. Y'all, I feel absolutely amazing. When I tell y'all I feel amazing, child, I feel good. I feel amazing. And I hope your Sunday morning is going great. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And so whatever may be bothering you on today, let it go. Today is a new day. The Lord saw fit for you to wake up this morning and for you to get it right all over again. So let's get it. Let's go. Okay, so let's start out with our affirmations. I have so many things to be thankful for and grateful for. These are my daily affirmations. My goals and dreams are coming into reality. How they will get done is not my business, but it's God's business. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am optimistic because today is a new day. I am valued and helpful. I do all things in love. I am safe and surrounded by love and support. I am peaceful and I am whole. And I am responsible for myself. Wow, that is super powerful. I just want to talk about this morning before I get into all the other stuff, seeing how everybody is doing on this on day 23. I want to talk about a gentleman. His name is Dr. Dan, and I really want to show a photo of him. First of all, this breaks my heart, really does. Last year, I was following a story about a lady who had cancer. Her name was, what's her name? What's her name? Oh, I cannot think. It's on the tip of my tongue. Well, anyway, for those of you all who have been following Kimmies World, y'all know I have been speaking about a lady who was suffering from cancer. I believe it was lung cancer. Y'all, my face is broken out from wearing makeup. So anyway, I think it was lung cancer. She was in her late 20s, early 30s. She hadn't been married that long. She had recently had a child. I think her little girl was like, she might have been 3 or 4. She had a son. She had a husband. She lived a vegan lifestyle. And if you go back and watch some of the Kimmies World videos, you'll be able to see it. It was right around Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I was talking about this. Stop, Coco. So she ended up passing away. She ended up succumbing to her illness, to cancer. Well, during that time, I ran across Dr. Dan Say's YouTube channel. So I started following him. He is a physician. He's a chiropractor. And I just want to show y'all a picture of this particular man. So this is him. Let me see if I can pull it back. That is Dr. Dan in his prime. So yesterday, I'm on YouTube and I'm just looking at things, you know, and his video came up. I have been worried about him because it had been about a week since he posted any content. Video comes up, y'all. No lie. I see this video right here. If you see from the man that he was to right here. And the video said, last transmission, final thoughts and smiles. And before we get to that video, every video he did think he had cancer for about 3 years, might have been 4. Every video he had done, he was always positive. No matter what he was going through, he was always trying to spread gems about people's different ailments. If you go back through his video, he offers a free class to people. If you are dealing with any type of bone issues or whatever, he said try his program, because people were cash apping him. People were sending him PayPal, Zelles, or whatever, because he had cancer. So he wanted to give back to his community. So he created this course, this back course, or this chiropractic course. He's from Austin, Texas, and he had his own practice, but he had developed his time into finding different ways to treat certain problems with the back, with the hip, with whatever joint in your body. He was finding different ways. So he offered this free course for people. So every time he went live, oh, that's strong. Every time he went live, super positive, very positive, so upbeat. He always looked at the good in every situation, no matter how grim it may look. And when I tell you, he went through so many cancer treatments, trial treatments, radiation, chemo, you name it, he did it. So as I watched this video yesterday, and the title grabbed me because it said last transmission. You know what last transmission means? This is the last time you're going to be able to talk about something. Last transmission, final thoughts and smiles. I go in watching it, and his appearance took me aback. And my heart just went out to him like, wow, are you serious right now? Like, this is sad. Like, it's really, really sad. He began to talk, and as he talked about how he can't walk anymore. And it's really hard for him to sit up. Like, he used to exercise, he used to hike every day. He was a real big advocate for health. He said, you guys, and I'm not going to play it because this is his actual video. But he said, you guys, you know, this may be my last transmission. He said, we've stopped chemo. We've stopped the trial studies. And right now, what they're giving me is palliative care. And when he said that, I was like, whoa. He's like, I'm on hospice right now. My mom and dad are here with me. And I don't know what the future holds. He said, I don't know what the future holds. He said, I don't know if this will be my last transmission. He said, I hope that it will not. I hope things get better. But he said, I am a physician, and some things that are happening in my body, like the slow motor skills, that's telling me the cancer is in my brain. He talked about it was cancer in his lungs, cancer in his pancreas, cancer in his liver, cancer in his, did I say lungs? And my heart just went out to him. But you know what? He had the greatest outlook I have ever heard. Well, I ain't gonna say I've ever heard, but he had a really good outlook on life. He said, we are brought into this world. We're born and then we die. We live, we die. And he said, as we get older, we get closer to death. And he said, you know, I'm not afraid. And he said, death is just a transition. And I look forward to seeing what is on the other side. Man, I was just like, wow. Even in his hurt, even in his situation, he still found a way to uplift other people. Because there's so many people that follow him that have cancer. He found a way to uplift other people. He found a way to be hopeful, even though It looks very grim. And he even still wanted to help people. And I just, I just look at my own situation, and you think about things, because when you watch certain things like this, it puts your life in perspective. You look at things totally differently than you would. Look at her. You can look, before you would see something like this, before I saw this, you think about things like you want to give up on things, But you see somebody like this that is continually fighting up until the end and having an amazing attitude and staying positive. And I believe that's why he has lived so long through the cancer that he has had, because I've never seen anybody live this long with cancer have ravaged their body like this. And so, I don't know, I guess I say all this to say, no matter what you go through, always find the positive thing in your life. Because, is that a mosquito? Because we all gonna go through something. We all gonna go through something. We're gonna have trials, we're gonna have bad days. But you wake up every morning and you got an opportunity to get it right. No matter what the situation may look like. No matter how you feel, no matter what your health is like, you still got an opportunity to get it right. And you know what? The only person that is in control of you and your thoughts is you. Nobody can tempt you or push you, force you to do anything. You have your own mind. You have your own mind. You have your own thoughts. And we have to think on positive things no matter what goes on. And I promise you, when I watched this video, it just hit right on time. My heart goes out to this man. If y'all get a chance, go watch some of his videos. His name is Dr. Dan Says. His name is Daniel Bachman. That's his name. She said, are you talking about media? No. Right now I'm actually talking about Dr. Dan, a man who is suffering from cancer. And I've been watching him for months. No matter what this man has gone through, he's always stayed positive. Always stay positive. So I said that. Let's get it. Let's go today. Today is day 23. You have the ability, no matter what it is, you have the ability to change the trajectory of your life. You got that ability. You are that powerful that you can change the trajectory of your life. No matter what happened on yesterday. You wake up this morning, it is a new day. It's a new day. You got this. So, what you doing? What you doing too? Don't do that. Calm down. Sit down, baby. Sit down. All right. I'm just so happy and so grateful that I have amazing people that are centered around me. We all need somebody who is amazing, who's wise beyond their years. Somebody that will sit down and tell you the truth. For real, about you. Put you in check. We all need those type of people in our life. So, I want to, let me pull something up real quick. I said, I really have been letting things try to get me off my rocker, and you can't do that. You gotta stay focused. So this morning I got up, although I was looking at the Dan Brockman story, I looked at Stormy Wellington. I love her drive. I love her consistency. I love her willingness to want to elevate at all times. She's always making changes in her life. Something Stormy Wellington said, she was like, you should be changing something about you every 3 to 4 months. You should be changing something, because you can't continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. You got to be changing, constantly evolving. And I love that. So let me find. Okay. It. Y'all, my voice is hoarse. I didn't take a Zyrtec yesterday. I woke up yesterday morning. I did not take a Zyrtec. Shame on me. It's like when you suffer from sinus, you got to take that Zyrtec every day. Actually, every problem will be a problem while your mind is negative and surrounded with toxic people, but positivity works. Birds of a feather flock together. It's a true statement. You got to center yourself around positive people. You got to constantly put positive things in your mind, because if you don't, things will happen. They're going to happen. It's inevitable. You're kind, by the way. Thank you. Right. Talking about me, hard from my land. How you doing? But you definitely have to center yourself around positive people. I know my daughter, when she always has a mentor. I always have a mentor. She has a mentor. She has a coach. Look at them veins popping through. Child, daggone challenge. Give me, girl. But she has a mentor. She has a coach. And is somebody to keep her striving towards her goal. When you have mentors, like say you want to be a millionaire, but you don't hang around millionaires, you ain't gonna never get there. You need to put yourself where you see yourself. If you want to be a millionaire, get with somebody who's a millionaire. Get with them. How's your hips? Child, it is what it is. As long as I follow the doctor's orders and don't get on that treadmill, I'm good. When y'all see me on a bicycle, that's when I need to be doing bicycle and swimming. But I actually got an appointment, I think it's Tuesday, with the orthopedic to find out what they can do as far as, because I'm not ready for surgery. I don't want to have surgery. But there are some things that we can do to decrease the pain or whatever. And y'all, I just want to let y'all know, when I say that my hips are hurting, this ain't nothing that I've made up. Like, this is real. This is real. Many of y'all know, y'all been following my journey, and I don't really want to talk about my issues for real. Because there's so many other people going through so many things. Who am I? So many people, child. My little ailments, my hip, thank God God gave me a hip. And I woke up this morning to feel them hips. Praise the Lord that I did that, because too many people out there that are going through so many things. And when you look at things in the grand scheme of things, like the Dr. Dan says, when you look at him, it puts a lot of things in perspective. Like, you know what? This little old mess that I'm going through, this ain't nothing. This is nothing. So I love how the mind is, because it's so easy to readjust from how you think about things. So easy. So easy. And at the end of the day, the only somebody that matters, really and truly, because none of us are without any type of sin or whatever. Ain't none of us. But the one thing that I love so much about God is that I can go to him and I can let him know what is going on. And you know what? Take my problems to him and leave them there and wake up refreshed. Like ain't nothing going on. I can do that because you know what? I love God. And I recognize who God is and who I am to God. I'm one of his children. I'm his child. When things, and I want y'all to do the same thing. When things bother you, when you're going through something, child, don't take it to Johnny or Sally. Take it to the Lord, child. Take it to him. Let him know what's going on. Let him know what's going on. And let him work the situation out. If you got a problem with finding a job and you've done everything in your power to find a job and to elevate your situation, and you just can't figure it out, go to the Lord. Because you know what? You've done everything that you are able to do. Go to the Lord. He gonna help you. Now, he may not do it when you want it, but he gonna take care of you. If you got health ailments, just because you go to the Lord don't mean he gonna take your health ailments away. But he'll be with you during your time of pain. And the Lord, when I tell y'all, I've seen so many people throughout my 40 some odd years of living. I've seen so many people that have so much pain and go through so many things, and the Lord will give them a peace that passes all understanding. And you wonder, how in the world can you be peaceful in the midst of your storm? How? How is that even possible? I remember when I was a kid, we lived in a place called Dayton, Ohio. There was this lady. At this one particular time, I wanted to be a physician. I was a teenager. I wanted to be a physician. First, I wanted to be a vet. I said, I don't want to be no vet. I ain't messing with no snakes. I ain't messing with no bugs. I like dogs and stuff like that, but all that other stuff, snakes and stuff, that ain't me. So, my dad preached at this church in Dayton, Ohio, called Collegiate Heights Church of Christ. Shout out to everybody from Dayton. Y'all watching this. And there was a lady, the lady at the church named Sister Campbell. I love Sister Campbell. Sister Campbell was an older lady who every Sunday she would have people from the church come over to our house and she would fix food. Sister Campbell did not have a large home. She was not a wealthy woman, but the church my dad preached at was like maybe a little over 200 people. Maybe, yeah, probably about 200 to 300 people, right? Sister Campbell would open it up for everybody in the church to come to her house after service. Now, mind you, she stayed in a shotgun house. If y'all live in another part of the world, you may not know what a shotgun house is. If you're at the front door, you can see the back door. You know? Girl, you know I graduated high school from Dayton. You got people in Dayton. Dayton's small. I can't believe they tore down the Salem Mall. They used to, man, when I was in high school, child, or a kid, my mom used to drop me off at the mall, and we just walk around the Salem Mall. That was the thing. What's up, the troll God? So anyway, let me get back to this story. So, yes, child, I love Dayton. Dayton is where going skating. Oh, my word. I want to know who your family is, girl. What's your family last name? So, anyway, there was a lady, like I said, at the church. Her name was Sister Campbell. She lived in a shotgun house. What's up, the South Memphis Show? Listen, send me an email if you don't mind, because it was some stuff that you talked about yesterday. I used to live, girl, I went to Trotwood High School. I went to Trotwood. I swear. I ain't gonna say what street I lived on, but I went to Trotwood. Sure did. I went to Patterson first. Patterson Cooperative School in Dayton. And it was so rough that my parents sent me to Trotwood. It was the hood, child. But anyway, she laughing. I went to school with I think it was Shirley Murdoch's nephew or something. Because, you know, Shirley Murdoch, Roger Troutman, Johnny Wilder, you know, the guy from Heatwave, all them from Dayton. But, you know, Johnny has died. But anyway, passed away. So anyway, so she lived in a shotgun house. And you could see the back door from the front door. She would invite everybody over to the church. Okay. So I'm a kid. And I remember, like, we would go to her house, and one thing she would cook was hot water cornbread. And she would be cooking this food for everybody. I don't know how she had the funds. I don't know how she did it. When I tell you, people would be coming in droves to her house. We would go in there, get our plate, go outside. Because our house was small. We would go outside, and we would sit on the steps. Everybody would. Nobody talked about her because of her home. But anyway, make the long story short, Sister Campbell got cancer. I don't know what kind of cancer, because this is in the 90s. I don't remember. But she got cancer. And I promise y'all, she was the most positive person you ever want to meet. You know, I remember her getting up one Sunday morning. And mind you, I'm in high school. I think I was in high school. Might have been middle school. I don't know. But she gets up, and my dad led invitation, and she gets up, and I see her, and she sat on the right side of the church, all the way in the back. And she get up, tall lady, dark-skinned lady, wore glasses. And she got up, and she said something, but whatever she said, it was like, she ready to go home. She ready to go home. This is what she lived her whole life for. She is ready to go home to meet the Lord. She ready to go meet her daddy. And she had come to terms. They took my stripe back and put my short back up. I'm going to have to go look at it. But please send me an email, because there's some stuff. My people on Marsh Creek. I don't know where that is. Marsh Creek. I don't know where that is. I stayed off of Free Pike and what's that other street that run this way? Child, I cannot remember the street name. I know what street I lived on. I can't remember the name of the street. But where we live, I could either go to Dayton Public Schools or I could go to Trotwood. My brother, I remember seeing that street. So Free Pike ran into, dang, what was the name of the other street? I can't remember. Caidens Birthday. Hold on, let me get my pencil. I used to work at that McDonald's right there at the corner of Free Pike, and it's another street run this way. I don't know if it was Main. I don't know the name of the street. I'll send you an email today, the South Memphis show. I got some questions to ask you about, you know, some other stuff. Trotwood is very small, very, very small. But you know what? And I'm getting off my little topic. But I went to Dayton in 2016, and it was completely changed. I didn't know my way anywhere. I was on Germantown Pike, because that's where the church was. It was on Germantown Pike. It was the last church on the left, right before you get to Spunkies. You know anything about Dayton? You know about Spunkies. It's right before you get to Spunkies. We would take Free Pike to go to Dayton. So you must have been coming from, was that Inglewood? It used to be called Germantown Pike. It's called Germantown Road now? They changed the name? Okay. So anyway, Dayton was rough too, girl. I was in the drugs. I was in Dayton when they had drugs real bad in Dayton. Dayton was so daggone bad that I remember on Gettysburg Avenue, man, it would be people, guys, pulling up in the middle center of traffic, setting up table, playing cards on Gettysburg, doing drive-bys. Gettysburg was whoop, girl. It was rough. And the projects, baby, when my sister had to drop people off at home or go to somebody's house, because my sister did hair, and she would have to go to their house, and we would go to the projects below Germantown, like you go down that hill. I don't even know if they still got the hill, but it was a hill, and there was some projects that it was called something courts. It was some projects down there. That's all I remember. Baby, I used to be on the floorboard because bullets will be flying. For real, Dayton was rough. But anyway, Sister Campbell had a really good outlook on life. And just like I was talking about Dr. Dan, yes, Gettysburg, I remember that street too. My sister-in-law lived in them projects too. For real? Girl. It was called, what was them projects called? It was called, because my uncle used to preach at a church below that hill, like you going down Germantown, down that hill. He preached at Gar Avenue Church of Christ. That's what my uncle preached at. What was what was the name of them projects? Something courts. Start with a B. But I told a story this morning about Dr. Dan that put me in the mind of Sister Campbell, and I talk about her so much because she really put a mark on me. I remember the day that she passed away. It was on a Sunday. I'll never forget. The only reason I know it's on a Sunday is because we had went to church, and my daddy still had his church clothes on, and so he got a phone call that she had passed away. And so, mind you, I told you I wanted to be a doctor. So my daddy was like, you want to go? I was like, yeah. Because, I wanted to, strange, y'all. Strange. But I wanted to see what happened to the body once it died. So I remember walking into her home, and I just remember a sadness just coming over me because Sister Campbell was such a great lady. Such a sweet lady. Sweet lady. Shout out to Michelle and Vanessa. Y'all had an amazing grandmother if y'all watching this. And I know y'all are so proud to be her grandchildren. Y'all had an amazing grandmother. I can't remember. I asked my nephew to name the projects. Rest in peace. She was so sweet, y'all. But anyway, so I go with my dad, because back then, this was like it had to be in the 90s. Back then, the preacher would come to the house. They would even, funerals was still being done in the church building, and bodies was still laying wake in the church building overnight back then in the 90s. So anyway, I go with my daddy to Sister Campbell's house, and my dad was like, you want to go back here? And I was like, yeah, because there was something, the coroner had showed up, and I remember there was something that they had to do with her body, to get it ready to transport. I don't know where they were taking her. I really don't. So I go in there, and it was just, I was so afraid. I was so afraid. I remember smelling the stench out of this world. And I remember asking my daddy, what was that smell? He said, that's cancer. Cancer had ravaged her body. And I remember seeing her like that and knowing at that age, knowing that she was no longer there. She had gone to be with the Lord. And I was just like, it was sad, but I was happy for her because she didn't have to be in any pain anymore. I could remember also on that Sunday morning when she addressed the church, and she let the church know, don't be sad for her. Don't cry for her at her funeral. This is what she's lived her whole life for. And what y'all need to do is get your life ready. Because you one day gonna have to go meet the maker. So you need to get your life ready. And I think, it probably, I don't know if it had an impact on me as far as understanding how I understand now and knowing what cancer does and just put everything in the scheme of things. I understand that statement a whole lot better because that's what we live for. At the end of the day, all these trivial things that go on in our life don't matter. It's small. When you look at the grand scheme of the world and you take your little bit problem, it don't matter. It does not matter. Look at all the biblical stories of the things that those people had gone through. Big things. Jonah being swallowed by a whale. That's a problem. Daniel in the lion's den. That's a daggone problem, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace. And I'm talking about my little bitty problem. Baby, please. It means nothing. Even this particular gentleman right here I was just talking about, Dr. Dan. Even this cancer has ravished his body. How can you, and as I watched that video, how can this man be positive? And his outlook is very grim. He can't use the bathroom. He's wearing a colostomy bag. He can't stand up. He can't walk. He said just sitting up is like exercise to him. He talked about in the video, he can't move his head from left to right because of the cancer is in his brain. But these little trivial things that matter, it don't. It don't matter. None of it matters. So I have to, and when I talk like this, I really be talking to me, to myself, Being a content creator and going live in the morning is like, what do you call that? Like a confessional. It's like therapy because I can go back when I'm going through whatever, I can go back and watch my videos and speak victory over my life, listening to it. Lord Jesus. So I want the stories that I gave this morning, the examples of other people's lives, I want that to be a lesson to you all. These little trivial, meaningless things that mean nothing. They mean nothing. If this was your last day on earth, would you be concerned with a trivial issue? Let me tell y'all something. I've talked about this a many times. Hey, you get your behind down. We may put our shoes on in the morning, but somebody else might be taking them off in the evening. We gotta place things in perspective and look at the bigger picture. Keep our eyes on the prize, whatever prize you might have. Keep your eyes on the prize because these little trivial things that easily beset us, that's what the devil trying to do. He trying to keep you, first he's trying to get you. Two, he don't want you to be positive. Devil don't want that. He don't want that. And you know what? My daddy always told me, he'd be like, Kim, are you weak or are you strong? You gonna let trivial things bother you? Or you gonna rise above the occasion? We gonna rise. And that's something I work on every single day. And sometimes you need a little jolt to put you back in check. Like, whoa, wait a minute. And that's what that video did to me yesterday. That Dr. Dan says, baby, that was a joke for me. Be a phoenix. Whoa, that is so powerful. I love that. Be a phoenix. But I say that I want to leave y'all with all of that today. Don't let trivial things bother you. Always keep a good outlook on your life. Stay hopeful. When you're going through anything, whatever you may be going through, take it to God, child. Take it to your daddy. He created you. He knows. He knows. He really does. And I'm going to sing a song because I love to sing a song. Let me see if I can sing a song, because I sing when I'm happy. I don't even know. I don't know why you here either. Anyway, I want to sing a song. My voice is hoarse, but my favorite song is Learn to Lean on Jesus. That is my song. I love this song. It puts me in a good headspace. And I don't sing all the time. I sing when I'm happy. I don't sing when I'm sad. I sing when I'm happy, and I'm happy. I'm so happy and grateful today. I'm so blessed. I'm so highly favored. God got favor over my life. Y'all just don't know, honey. He has favor over my life, and I appreciate everything the Lord has done for me. And I say this so much that if he never, ever do anything else for me, it's enough. It's enough, honey. It is enough. I don't need him to do nothing else for me. Anyway, let me see if I can sing this song. Let me give me a drink of water, child. If I cry, which I might. Okay. Nana. Okay. Listen, if you from Dayton, I used to sing in this group, this a cappella group called Starlights. Child, we used to go all over Dayton singing. It was called the Starlights. We sung at Sinclair. Sure did. During their spring fling or something that they had. Okay. One thing I want y'all to do when you go through something, I want you to learn how to lean on Jesus. Learn how to lean on him. Don't cry. All right. Learning to lean. I am learning to lean. I'm learning, and I ain't gonna be able to hit this, but I'm gonna try to lean. I can't even hit it. I am learning to lean on Jesus. My voice gone. Jesus, I'm finding more power than, let me see, I have ever dreamed. That's why I'm learning. I'm learning to lean on my Jesus. Learning to lean. Every day I'm learning to lean. I'm learning to lean. I can't hear y'all. My voice shot. On. Gone. It's gone. It might come back tomorrow. It's gone. It is gone. I can't hit that other register. It's gone. But learn how to lean on Jesus. You got to find more power than you have ever seen. That's why I learned to lean on Jesus. I really do, y'all. I really do. My auntie sang this song. Let me see if I can sing this. I moved from my old friends, and I moved from my old house. I moved from my old way of strife. Thank God I moved out to a brand new life. Shout out to my Aunt Laura that sang that song. Lord, let's see. This one I'm gonna boot you. You ain't gonna talk about my Lord. Gonna talk about Jesus ain't real? Lord, I've changed. Do you read for spiritual warfare? What scriptures do you read for spiritual warfare? It's not one in particular scripture that I read. I like to read different parables in the Bible. Really, I do. How people have come through their situation. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me put you down lower. I was born by the river in a little tent. And I can't say no lower than that. Y'all know that sound a little pitchy. I was born by the river in a little tent. Dang, man, my sister be coming and I was just about to get him out of here. What's up? Great morning to y'all. It is day 23, y'all. I feel good, y'all. I really do. I feel real good. I do. I really do. But to answer your question, like, it's not, stop. What is wrong with you? What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter, girl? It's not one in particular scripture that I read. I just read different parables and stories, and every story that you read out of the Bible, you can get a lesson from it. At least I do. And sometimes you have to read it more than one time so you can get, so you can understand it better. It just depends on what you're going through. You've got an amazing voice, child, and I'm hoarse. But my niece has an amazing voice too. And shout out to her. You watching this, girl. Keep going. Keep pushing. You got this. Y'all, she coming up in the Southern Soul. As one of their singers. So, child, no, I ain't no Whitney Houston. Y'all ain't about to get me making no fool of myself. No. But yeah, shout out to my niece. I just want to say, continue to, it's like that saying I say all the time. And I'm going to text you today, and I'm going to text you that saying. My goals and dreams are coming into reality. How they will get done is not my business. It's God's business. Oh, Takara is from Dayton too. Who is Takara? Who is Takara? Takara. Is that, who is, I've heard that name. Who is Takara? Is she a celebrity? I know a lot of people. So I graduated in the late 90s, right? I went to, I'm trying to think, who went to Trotwood? Because actually, honestly, I went to Patterson my 9th through 11th grade year. My junior year, it was so bad at Patterson, child. We had metal detectors. It was bad. Child, people was getting in the hallway. It wouldn't be nothing to see. Red liquid all on the floor. Y'all know what that is. All on the floor. People were getting tore out the frame. It was horrible. Patterson Co-op was awful. It was a little violent. It was downtown Dayton. But they've since tore that school down. But and then I went to Trotwood high school. And I sung in a concert choir. And I sung in I sung in 2 different choirs. I was actually one of the assistant directors with the choir director, because I had a real strong ear for music, real strong ear. So I would help him, like kind of like his assistant or whatever. It was concert choir, and I can't think of the name of the other choir. Remember, she was from Dayton. I did not know Takara's from Dayton. How old is she? And what is her? She went to Trotwood? Wait a minute. What is the girl's last name? Really? I know exactly who you're talking about. If she in her 30s, of course, I wouldn't know her. She in her 40s. She's a model. She from Dayton? Really? Hey. Stop that. I'll sit up there and tear this paper up. How old is she? How old is Takara? Nah, she's, 43, I'm 47. So when I was in high school, she would have been in middle school. I don't know her. Who is her friend? I cannot believe she's from Dayton. I never knew that. And Dayton is so freaking, surely is from Dayton. I promise you it say it. Not sure she went to Trotwood. Look, what high school she went to. It's so many schools around Dayton. You got Colonel White, and I don't know if these schools are still in existence, but they were when I was in. You got Colonel White, you got Meadowdale. My brother graduated from Meadowdale. Colonel White, Meadowdale. Shucks. Oh my God. You got Patterson. Dang. Crazy how the mind go. Oh, she went to Stivers. Okay, so I didn't go to Stivers, but I knew a girl. Matter of fact, the lady I was talking about, I believe Michelle went to Stivers. Her granddaughter. So she went to, Stivers was, I believe, was a performing arts school. How long ago did you, oh girl, I moved from Dayton the year I graduated in 95. Actually, my dad had moved down south and started a trucking business. Because my uncle was in trucking. He was living in Memphis, and my uncle had a big business in trucking. So my daddy came down and started his business. He piggybacked off him. So my mom was in Dayton waiting on me to graduate and sell our home. And so when that happened, as soon as I graduated, we moved. My sister, actually, you know what? My sister had a beauty shop in Huber Heights. The name of her shop was called Dantasia. It was in Huber Heights, right, what was that Air Force Base? Wright Pat Air Force Base, right outside of Wright Pat. It was on, shucks, I don't even know the name of the road. That's crazy. I don't remember the name of the road. Yeah. But I don't know if you know anybody from Dayton, but off of, you know, the road, that wasn't a Salem Mall on that road, it's the road over. It used to be a Red Lobster in Dayton. I can't think of the name of the road. It was the road where Burlington Coat Factory was at. I believe it was, I don't know if that was a Kmart. I'm trying to visualize this, y'all. It's been so long ago. I don't know if that was a Kmart. But anyway, there was a beauty shop right next to Red Lobster. It was a lady who had a shop, and I can't think of the name of her shop, but the lady who owned the shop, her name was Paula Hubbard. She was she was a fire beautician. But anyway, my sister started working with her first. She had a shop right next to Red Lobster. I don't know the name of that road, y'all. That's so crazy. And I grew up in Dayton. It's been so long ago. So long ago. So when I moved away from Dayton in 95, I didn't go back. I didn't go back into Dayton until 2016. I did not recognize it. They had Trotwood had been built up, highways running through. I'm like, what in the world? I could still, like, once I got off the highway, I could still find my way to the church. I still could find my way there. But that place is, it looks nothing. The first time I ever seen or heard of a drive-through liquor, yes! Was it that liquor store off of Gettysburg Avenue? I think it was off Gettysburg. Was it Gettysburg? You drive? Yes, I think it was Gettysburg. It was on Gettysburg. I know exactly where you're talking about. Me and my sister used to go through there all the time, but not to get drinks. They sold other stuff. But yes, they had a drive-through. No, it wasn't on Gettysburg. It was when you coming off of Gettysburg and you cross Free, like Gettysburg run like this. You cross Free Pike. It was on the left-hand side. Mm-hmm. Girl, that's crazy. That is so crazy. I love Dayton, man. I love that place. That was a good place. And my high school had a class reunion this year, and I ain't even going. I think this is our first. Well, really, it was Patterson, because I don't really relate to Trotwood. I only went there for 1 year. People knew me because I sung. But I was mad. I was super mad at my parents for switching me over to taking me from Patterson. I had been with these people since elementary school. So I went to Belhaven Elementary. Belhaven. Then I went to Fairview Middle School. And then I went to Patterson Co-op. And I actually co-op with the Board of Education. I think it's our co-op in 10th grade. So you go to school 2 weeks and you work 2 weeks. But you still got schoolwork. You just got to get it done. I worked for the Board of Education. The last time I was probably in Dayton was probably in 95. For real? Wow. You was there during the same time I was. If it was before the summer of 95. Past the summer, we was gone. It broke my heart when we had to move Dayton. I was like, I do not want to move to no South. Then I went to the Army. Bumped that. I ain't living in no South. Or 96. My sister was still there in Dayton. She was still there. She stayed maybe a year or so. Maybe a year or so after we left. Because she still had her shop in Dayton. Well, not in Dayton, Huber Heights. But man, and everybody I went to high school with is so crazy. Not everybody, but a lot of people, some of the girls I used to run with, child, they are super successful. They are so successful. Like, it's this one girl, her name is Patricia Halls. What was her name back then, though? I don't remember. She's a nurse practitioner. Another girl I used to run with, she's an RN. Another girl, we went from elementary to high school. She got her own daycare. Everybody that went to Patterson, that running the crew I ran with, super successful. Super successful. And none of them look old, y'all. None of them. They look good to me. Shout out to y'all. Class of 95. Shout out to y'all from Patterson. Yeah. Shout out to them. Those were the days. Anyway, I'm about to get off of here. I have to be at the gym at 8 o'clock today. We still gonna be working out. Listen. Y'all, them trolls are crazy. Oh my goodness. Those trolls are hilarious. Anyway, let me check on something real quick. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to go ahead and get off of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. For those of you all who recently subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you are part of Kimmy Gang, because that's what we are. We the Kimmy Gang. If you're a part of Kimmy Gang, put Kimmy Gang in the chat. Let me know you here. You watching this on a replay. Put Kimmy Gang here. No matter what you may going through in life, and I hope you were able to take something from this particular live video. No matter what you may go through in life, put things into perspective. It's a small thing to a giant. Small. Don't let these little things easily beset you. You got this. If it's weight loss, financial, if it's job issue, family issues, whatever it is, don't worry about it. Because worrying, stress causes diseases, and you will be at dis-ease. That's what disease is, at dis-ease. So don't be stressed. Don't be stressed. Do good unto people. Be kind to people. If you hurt somebody, make it right and keep it moving. Remember, when you make things right with someone, forgiveness ain't for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. Forgive somebody wronged you. Forgive them. You wrong somebody, you make it right. You keep it moving. Keep moving. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let nothing or no one deter you from your goals and dreams. You got this. The only person you in competition with is you. Can't nobody block your blessings. Y'all better know what type of power y'all have. God said we were made in the image of him. Made in the image of him. I got God in me. You got God in you. Don't bring that other guy out. Because he like to pop his head out sometime. Don't let him out. Let the God show in you. You shouldn't even have to tell people. People ought to see God in you. Yeah. So anyway, y'all have a great day. If you're going to church this morning, have an amazing church service. Yeah. And I'll be at the gym at 8 a.m. this morning. I think I'm going to get there a little early. I think I'm going to get there at 7:30 because I want to go on and start my day. I may get ready and go now because the gym open at 7. I know people going to be waiting on me at 8. But I want to go on and get my day started this morning. I got stuff to do. A lot of stuff to do today. So please hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you so much for being the best moderator in the land. You rock, man. I got some great sisters. I got me an added on sister. I got 3 sisters now. I got 3 sisters, and I'm the baby. Listen, I love to have people who are older than I am that can give me wisdom and because we all need positive correction now. If you got people in your life that just be a hype man for you, them ain't the people you need. You need somebody in your life. Jesus on the main line. No, not Jesus on the main line. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to sing it the new way. Jesus is on the main line. You ought to tell him what you want. Uh-oh. Let me see. How that song go? Jesus is on the main line. You ought to tell him what you want. Uh-oh. I can't remember. Jesus is on But if you don't have strong people around you correcting you when you're wrong, you got the wrong folks around you. You ought to have somebody to tell you, sis, you wrong. You wrong. You wrong with what you did, and you shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z. And I thank God for placing people around me to keep me together, keep my mind in check, be my eyes and ears when I don't see things. And God has done just that. And I am so eternally grateful. Listen, you may not have all the tools that you need in life to be successful, but God will place people in your life to give you what you have a deficiency in. Baby, I don't know everything, but I'll teach you what I know. But I thank God that I got people around me that are way smarter than I am. I don't want to be the smartest person in the bunch. There's what is that saying about you are the sum of your friends or something like that? If all of your friends are dumb, and I'm just saying that, I'm not really living. I'm just using an example, y'all. If all of your friends are ignorant, what you expect to be? You gotta center yourself around somebody that way smart. I don't want to be the smartest one. I want you to be smarter than me so I can learn from you. You got that right. A lot of people don't correct their friends when they know they're wrong. I want somebody to correct me. Call me. Don't let nobody get you off your square, girl. Pull yourself together. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what's good for me. And I think that's what's wrong with us as people, and I put myself in that. A lot of us don't like positive correction, or what do you call that? Corrective criticism. That's what it is. A lot of people don't want to hear that. I want to hear it. I want to know when I veer to the right and it's wrong, keep me running straight here. You see something I'm doing that's off, send me an email. You know something that can help me out, y'all send me an email. Because guess what? I'm going to try to tell y'all. Corrective criticism. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. That's it. But anyway, let me go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to probably start my workout by 7:30. My watch is charged. Get down. What you want? Y'all, Coco trying to jump in my lap. What's wrong with you? You wanna be seen? Is that what it is? You wanna be seen, Coco? Say good morning. You wanna be seen? Yeah? You wanna be seen? You be a good girl? Coco say good morning, y'all. She's a burner doodle. She hadn't been to the vet yet, but she gonna go. But I just gave her a bath and blowed out her hair. Let me show y'all. See? See? Hey, Coco. Say hey, Coco. 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 Hey, girl. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and get off of here. I would know, Kimmy, it's constructive criticism. Coco. Anyway, let me get off of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all put in the chat, Kimmy Gang. If y'all don't make it to the 8 o'clock live, cool. Y'all have an amazing day. Do something special for somebody else. Show a random, okay. Show a random act of kindness today. And always put things in perspective. And I want to leave y'all with some homework too. Go to Dr. Dan Say's page. I want you to hear his last video. It was called Last Transmission. Go listen to that video and then put your life in perspective. Y'all have an amazing day.